Donna, I need you to chill the fuck out right now.
Oh boy, is she getting into things?
She is.
Ah, Donna.
Huh.
Yeah, but give her stuff a watch.
Yeah,
It's fun.
definitely. If you
We
like,
put,
be
especially since we put so much work into it.
especially for the Stephen King one. That's kind of why I want to do a thing where we actually air it live when it opens with our Stephen King stuff at least, you know.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
We'll just do it like share it live. Like we'll what we could do is we'll upload the video and then we can watch through the video live with the audience on Twitch. Like I think that would be fun.
That would be fun. I'm not going to be doing it with Pet Cemetery though.
You won't?
Why do I have to watch that movie again? Why are you?
I'm not asking you to watch the movie. I'm asking you to watch us shit on that movie.
No, we could do that.
Yeah, we'd be watching
We
our
could do that.
video, and we'd live
Yeah,
stream
we
our
could do that.
video. You know?
Then I have to listen to my horrible voice.
Ah, fuck it.
Uh,
It's okay. I sound like someone with brain damage, so you know that's a thing.
ah,
I sound like my brain is like damaged. I don't know how else to say that.
what?
Yeah, that's what my voice sounds like.
It does not.
I speak like really slow and like stuttery and just like weirdly deep. It's bad.
No. Oh, you sound like somebody from Louisiana,
I don't see that.
and that's not a bad thing.
I don't believe that because everyone from Louisiana says I sound like a northerner.
At least you don't have the Yooper accent, you know.
Oh, thank God.
Oof.
I could sound like I can't even do it. I don't think.
Don't even try.
Uh, you know, I don't know.
Anyways, on to Malignant.
On to Malignant. Oh, looks like we might have froze.
Damn it.
What a fun time.
Gotta love it.
Uh, huh. Man, what the fuck is happening?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Actually, it looks like OBS is frozen because
I don't
when
know what that
I
is.
OBS is Streamlabs. It's what we're streaming
Oh,
with.
okay. Okay.
Um, and it's not even that. It's the window capture attachment. So maybe if I remove our window capture and replace it with a new one, because maybe it was just like moving it around on the thing.
Okay.
What the fuck? Uh,
I don't know.
hang on a second. Well, shit, it seems like we might not be able to get it back?
Why?
I don't know. The, oh, there's the Discord. All right. I mean, everything's a little. Everything's a little behind on Discord, but we are not frozen anymore.
That's good.
Yeah. So,
Mike?
I'm John, and this is B-Views Live.
Yes.
We watched the new film that's in theaters right now called
Yep.
Malignant, and
We sure did.
it's a really interesting movie.
It was.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Remember, there are spoiler warnings in effect.
Yep. Yep.
Hmm.
Yep. So would you say this is one of your favorite James Wan movies?
No.
Huh?
No.
No. Okay.
Um. No. I don't think so.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
not in a world where Insidious and The Conjuring exist.
Right.
Although, like, didn't he also do Paranormal Activity?
I thought Oren Pelly did that.
I don't know.
I thought Oren Pelly came up with the.
Or no, he did Saw.
Who did, James Wan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I thought James Wan had something to do with, like, Paranormal Activity.
I don't think so.
I thought he did.
I don't think so.
Well, there's a way to find out. Oh, god damn it.
What?
Uh, hmm. I like how there are all these videos that are, like, unpacking Malignant like it's a complicated movie.
Uh-huh.
It's not.
Not really.
No.
Not really at all, since you figure it out in what? Half hour?
That was straight up to just, like, a thing that happened in the movie.
Unfucking real.
When
Unbelievable.
you guys all thought I was joking.
Well, it made sense, but I didn't want to fucking believe it 30 minutes into the movie.
Oh, I guess he didn't have anything to do with any of those, any of them. Oh,
I
well.
didn't think so. All right.
Oh, next year he's doing, he's producing the new Salem's Lot.
Oh, let's hope he doesn't fuck it up like everybody else has.
Hey, he's not directing it.
Oh, okay.
He's the producer.
Okay.
A producer.
All right.
I'm excited for more Salem's Lot. I watched the one from the 2000s and was thoroughly bored, as the intent was.
Right. Yep.
But in all seriousness, Malignant is Malignant is a new film
Yep. A
that,
big film.
yeah, it's like a theatrical film and shit. The first
It
time
is.
James Wan has directed something in quite a while, I think.
It's been a while.
And I don't hate this movie. And I really like the second half of this movie.
I do too. I do too.
I actually almost love the second half of this movie. I gave this movie a 7 out of 10 on IMDb.
Did you really?
I did. It's a pretty entertaining movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have given it an 8,
Yeah?
honestly. I love the transition scenes. I think that's so cool.
It is pretty cool.
It is so freaking cool.
The ghost in the movie is, like, really cool all up until you realize it's not a ghost. And then, like, today,
Gabriel.
today we were kind of rewatching it, and we were just like, okay, so wait a minute. Like, there are these scenes. Like, okay, spoiler alert. Later on, we find out that it's actually her. So,
Yes. Yes.
and it's gonna sound
Turn
dumb.
around. Turn around.
Yeah, and that's like I
Uh-huh.
never thought you could make something look super cool just by like making them backwards. Like,
Uh-huh.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah. It was very unique.
Yeah. This movie is basically Basket Case.
Yes. It is a updated version of Basket Case.
And like, there's that point, and that's literally I think what my line what I said. Like, we were 20 minutes into the movie or whatever, and I was like, this is just a remake of Basket Case,
Uh-huh.
just like
I
as
was
an
like, where
off
the fuck
joke.
is he getting this?
And you were like,
Uh,
and I was right. I don't know, there were
You're
just
right.
like several points in the movie that are kind of like foreshadowy, and I picked up on
Yep.
it.
Yep. You did.
Yeah. And it was mostly as a joke because I was like, oh,
Uh-huh.
whatever.
Right.
I really like this movie, and it makes me sad that James Wan doesn't direct more.
I know. Kind of sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah. I would. Yeah, I liked this movie quite a bit, and I
Yeah.
didn't
It
think
was
I
fun.
would. A lot of articles I saw were titled like "Malignant is your standard haunted house movie," and it's just like, okay, that's. I mean, I'm okay with that, and it's not.
Yeah.
It's not a
No.
haunted house movie at all.
No.
Um,
Not at all.
and I even went back to make sure that I wasn't like, all right, maybe I misread it, and it said actually like it's not your standard haunted house movie, but it said it's your standard haunted house movie, and it's a lot of the criticism that I was seeing about it, and I was just confused.
It's very confusing because it has nothing to do with that.
I have a feeling that someone was just like, James Wan's making a haunted house movie.
But he's not.
Exactly. They saw the trailer and they were just like, haunted house movie.
Yes.
Which I could see because the trailer makes it kind of look like that.
Kind of. I guess.
But it very little of it actually takes place in her house, and a lot of it is like her seeing. It's really more about them trying to track down a killer
Okay.
who escaped from some kind of asylum, or not
Right.
escaped, but like, oh, I don't really know. We aren't super, you know.
What do you mean?
I think like the thought is that he was released or something a while back.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously he took I mean they said, let's release him in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah,
And then obviously he became over the, like all the electronics and shit like that, which was cool.
yeah. That
You know.
and that's where this movie gets a little muddled to me, where
Okay.
he's like, all right, he's like Belial, but he also has the ability to like. I think though they actually have a line at the beginning of the movie where they say like it's like he's eating the electricity. And I was like,
It's actually
the
I thought it was
fuck.
really cool. Like
It's
holy shit.
yeah. Um, but it feels like Gabriel has so much going on that
There's a
it's
lot going on.
like there's a lot going on with his character. So
Uh-huh.
and that's my main criticism of him. It's
Okay.
it's a cheesy criticism probably, but it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start with like kind of um the big plot.
Okay.
You want to give it, Johnny, or you want me to?
Um, you can do it.
I figured. Okay,
Oh,
so we have a character by the name of Emily May, or she goes by Madison. I wrote all this down today.
Well,
Madison.
her name is Madison, but like
Yes.
later on you find out her actual name is
Yes.
Emily. Like
Yes.
I don't think she knows that her name is Emily, right?
Yes. Until I think almost close to the end.
Yeah,
Correct.
something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Because Sydney tells her when she's pretty much going apeshit on fucking with Keanu Reeves, Matrix style shit.
Dude, the end of this movie is so off the fucking
It's
rails.
fucking wild. It turns into like a Kill Bill type shit.
It's fucking nuts. I love it. I like I said, I love the second half of this movie. The
Uh-huh.
first half with all the like, where it's kind of like, I mean, it's a little bit of a slow burn, but not really a slow burn, if you
Right.
know what I mean.
Right. Yep.
Where the
So
whole,
Madison.
it's all red herrings at the beginning.
Yeah. Well, of course. So Madison is pregnant with a child, and her abusive boyfriend kind of beats her up, shoves her against the wall really hard, and
Hits
then
her head against the back of her head
yep,
against the wall,
yep,
breaks the wall.
breaks the wall.
Dude, she
So
gets hit in the head so many times in this movie.
she does. She does. Poor
I mean,
Maddie.
it's not funny because like he abuses
Uh-huh.
her, but that's not what I
Right.
found funny. I like that was bad, and then like I think 5 minutes later in the movie, she gets her head hit again. Like
Uh-huh.
she falls and hits her head, and
Yep.
blacks out.
Yep.
And
So anyways,
throughout the movie,
huh?
she's waking up, and there's like blood on her pillow.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what is she trying to? What are they trying to hide?
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, her boyfriend beats her up, and then another cool scene happens that you see kind of someone in the trailer. So, kind of gave it away a little bit with the boyfriend and how he shoots himself.
What?
What does he do? How does he die?
Gabriel comes up behind him and stabs him in the side of the head, and then later on, when you see him, his neck is bent back so far that like
Oh, yes, that's right.
the bone is sticking out like this.
That's right. That's what happens. Sorry, I'm still used to the wind.
Ugh. Or everyone's shooting themselves with that gun.
Exactly.
I don't think Gideon dies in that movie, does he? I think
You
Gideon
never see him
escapes.
again.
He
You never
he
fucking see the guy.
he rides off with Isaac, and like they bury his wife. He rides off with Isaac, and then you never see him again.
Nope.
Hopefully, he goes
Nope,
off
I never do.
to live a decent life
Cares.
away from all these terrible people.
Yes.
Anyway,
Anyways. Yeah, so that's kind of the first. Besides the opening scene where the doctors in a hospital say, let's release him. And then Gabriel gets on the radio, and what does he do again on the radio?
Gabriel.
He's-
That's a thing we should probably point out, and I thought it was kind of cool. Is that Gabriel talks through radios.
Yeah.
Like
Electronics.
that's how he communicates.
Yeah. Remember,
like-
he talks through the phone, too.
He also talks through a PA.
Yep.
So he talks through like electronic speakers.
Uh-huh.
And it's pretty cool.
Pretty badass. I like it.
Yeah, Gabriel's a neat villain.
Yeah.
And it even sounds a little bit like Belial.
Kind of does. Obviously, an updated version of Belial.
Yeah. I mean, he's not separate as much. And that's a spoiler. I'm sorry.
It's a spoiler episode. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, I said it I have spoilers in the title. It's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was I supposed to
Are
say
you?
more about that?
Oh, I didn't know if you were done or not.
Oh, I think I'm done. I don't
Oh,
remember.
okay.
I immediately forgot what I was saying.
I should have known. But anyways, going back to um, scumbag fucking cocksucking boyfriend who's an abuser.
Hmm.
Um, he's dead, and then so that kind of starts the shit going on with Maddie.
Yeah.
Um, that's when the movie starts really starting to pick up.
Yeah. That's
And it too, and I also kind of like it too with the imagery that James Wan does in this movie.
mhm.
Like at night, it's it's foggy and you can
Right.
see where it's like, oh, it's a kind of a dreary type of setting.
A lot of CGI landscapes in this movie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's
Mm-hmm.
one of my that's also a criticism I have because
Mm-hmm.
oh, what movie did me and Sav just watch that had that issue? Oh, the Great Gatsby
Okay.
from the one with Leonardo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire.
Okay.
Uh, every single landscape in that movie is CGI, and it looks like the entire film was filmed with Tobey Maguire and Leonardo DiCaprio just standing in front of a fucking green screen. And like the whole movie just looks like shit, and the soundtrack is also shit, and like I that movie's the problem I have with it is that movie would be really good if they had just edited it properly and not
uh,
made it look and sound bad.
okay.
Oh, that's a thing we never mentioned about The Wind is that the audio mixing was so fucking bad we couldn't hear the movie without being
Right.
deafened by the fucking music.
well, the fucking the dialogue was horrible. You
Yeah.
could barely hear it, and the wind when they go outside, it's so loud,
And the music is
and the
deafening.
music. Yep. Who
This
cares about the wind? Who gives a shit about the wind?
that's probably not going to be the pull for this episode.
What?
It'll be
No, no, it's not. No, it's not.
we have this one organized a little bit like a play where you have your beginning, which is like what's supposed to pull you in, the middle, where there's kind of a lull, and then
Yep.
the finale, which is a climax.
Yeah.
Because this is like the new movie where
Uh
people
huh.
would probably want to see it. We have got
Sure.
Pumpkinhead, the cult classic, The Wind, a relatively recent movie that kind of sucks and nobody wants to watch, and then
Uh
and
huh.
then this one, which should be like some kind of horror blockbuster film,
Yep.
theoretically.
Yep.
I don't know if it's doing well. I should check
I
that
have no
out.
idea.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
I'll take a look.
Yeah, take a look. See.
Uh, Continue telling us more about the movie, though, please.
Oh Jesus Christ! Thanks, John.
Sorry.
Thanks, dude.
What? It's what you
So
were
we don't have to
doing.
do. We're not going to do plot to plot, obviously.
No.
Um, but that's kind of where when the scumbag fuck up cocksucking boyfriend. um, so obviously Maddie loses the baby. Um, and then, as I was saying, that's when the shit really starts hitting the fan.
Yeah.
Um, that's when I believe her biological mother, Serena, gets abducted. And then she's brought upstairs of Maddie's house or attic.
Hmm. Yes, but we don't know that at the time.
Well, of course, of course, of course. It's just this random lady
Yeah,
was
we don't
working in
know.
the Seattle tunnels,
Yeah. Hmm.
and then she's brought up into the Crow style looking attic.
Okay, so the budget for Malignant was $40 million.
Yeah.
So far, according to this, it is at 139.9 million. But I'm seeing a lot of like articles that are saying that it's a box office tragedy, and
Oh.
this is an issue I've been seeing in the film world, where it used to
Yeah.
be like a movie would do well, like it would make money, and then well, I mean, this is an older article. According to this, the it it says that its opening weekend was $5.5 million,
Okay.
which is kind of a tragedy.
It's
Like
during a
that's
pandemic,
that's bad.
and you have it on a streaming
But
platform.
yeah, it's during a pandemic and you have it on HBO Max, so
I mean, Jesus Christ, who the fuck wants to go to a theater to watch that?
yeah.
I
I mean, I
mean,
kind of wish we had seen it in the theater, but you know, whatever.
right. As long as you're not paying for it, I mean,
Yeah.
that's a different cycle.
Mhm.
But I mean, we've seen Conjuring in the theater.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
But anyways, I mean, that's when you kind of start going back to uh, the lady who was abducted and then put into some shady looking loft.
Mm. Yeah.
Um, that's when you can kind of see Maddie act differently when Gabriel's getting ready to kill somebody.
Yeah.
That's like when the walls start coming down, so to say.
Yeah. Where you
I
kind
really
of
like that though. I think that is so cool.
and it gets I would say everything in this movie starting with when she's in the jail cell or in the holding cell. That shit is
Okay.
awesome. From that moment on, the movie is like we are at a fucking 11. Let's go.
Right. Right. And she ends up, and just going back to that, she ends up in that holding cell is because Serena, her mom, which she
Yeah.
has no idea who this lady is,
Yeah.
falls through her frickin' her
While the
ceiling
cops are there, she falls through her
while the
ceiling.
cops are there questioning her.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry. They were giving her hypnosis.
Oh yeah. And
Yeah.
the abducted woman falls through her ceiling
Yes.
and ta-da!
Yeah. Yep. I also kind of like too in terms of the story building, in terms of even the character development with Emily and slash Maddie slash Gabriel slash where you kind of almost I know with the trailer it kind of felt like Paranormal Activity 3
Yeah.
where they're going back in time where she's talking about Gabriel and
Mm-hmm.
things like that, and you see the home videos and then you see the hospital videos and it's like, oh boy.
Yeah.
She's like a research subject.
Mm-hmm.
Why is she a research subject? Because she has a fucking alien on the back of her head.
It's not an alien. It's
I know, but
what do
the
what do they
only thing
call
I
that?
didn't like about that is how cheesy it looked.
I thought it looked cool.
I don't know. I thought it looked like one of those fucking aliens from the 90s.
I liked it. One of the issues that I do have with this movie from like a realism perspective, and like that's bullshit stuff, but like I figure I'd point it
Uh-huh.
out. Like if she actually had that surgery as a kid, she would have a
Yeah.
massive scar like all down her
Oh,
back.
oh my god, it'd be giant.
Yeah. And like it's one of the things that Sav pointed out because like she had surgery scars from when she was a kid. And it's
Right,
one of the things is that like throughout your life scar tissue doesn't grow. So like throughout
right,
your life as you grow, you have to go in and get more surgeries to
right,
like fix that so that it
right,
like you can keep growing otherwise it hurts. It's got
right.
it like I don't know exactly what it'll do, but like it's you have to do it basically.
Okay,
Otherwise, it'll injure you.
right. I mean, that makes sense.
So it's kind of unrealistic that she wouldn't know this part, or at least that something happened, you know?
Right, right.
Because she would have had to be going and getting surgeries.
Uh-huh.
But whatever, it's a fucking movie. And
Yeah,
that's
it's a movie with the fucking alien on the back of her head that can communicate through electronics.
yeah, like it's a dumb,
And that could
absurd
cause her to
movie.
be a fucking Bruce Lee ninja, dude.
Oh my god. That part at the end, that's one of my
That
favorite
was so fucking
parts.
random.
When she goes to like pick up that giant fucking bed and Sydney is just like, "No, it's too heavy." And she's like, "It's been my body the whole time." And she just like picks up this giant bed and just like throws it off to the side.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Because by the
It's
way,
the cop shop station anyways. I mean, holy
Gabriel
fuck.
Gabriel can like backhand people through walls.
Uh-huh. He's a
Like
bad motherfucker, dude.
this movie is dumb, but like in a great fun way. Like
Sure.
this is the
It's
kind
a
of
silly it's a that's a typical James Wan
yeah.
type of thing.
Yeah. It's because James Wan, I consider him like the master of the blockbuster horror film right now.
Yeah.
Because
Oh yeah.
we've got like we have our list of new horror masters, right?
Yep.
For the new golden age of horror, and the list we came up with
Yep.
was James Wan, Ari Aster, Robert Eggers, and um,
Mike Flanagan.
Mike Flanagan. And Mike
Uh-huh.
Flanagan is kind of like that kind of darker pop horror.
Yep.
James Wan is the blockbuster horror guy.
Yep.
Robert Eggers is the period horror guy.
Yep.
And then Ari Aster is the psychological horror guy. Oh, and
Yeah.
then the other one we came up with was
Jordan
Jordan
Peele.
Peele. And he's the social commentary horror guy.
Uh-huh.
So like
Uh-huh.
we have all of these master
Oh, yeah.
horror filmmakers making different types of horror films and working within those
Right.
genres. And this is like a classic example of
Uh-huh.
like what James Wan is good at because it's a really dumb movie, but like you don't care that it's dumb when you're watching it.
Right.
Like you're
Right.
watching it and you're
Because you
like,
kind of expect it.
yeah, it's like a blockbuster horror film, you know?
Sure. Well, of course. I mean, it isn't like a Conjuring, or it isn't like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something completely different.
This
than that.
is very different from a lot of the stuff I've seen of him.
Oh yeah, it's less serious.
Yeah, and I love
I
it.
mean, it's almost like a kind of like a goofy horror. It isn't scary.
Like I think I was saying to Sav today when I was rewatching parts of it. And I said this movie reminds me a lot of like that period in 80s horror where it was like these small special effects type horror films that are just silly and weird, kind of like
Right.
like The Stuff or Society or
Right.
like uh or like what the fuck is that? Street trash,
Oh yeah.
shit
Oh
like
yeah.
that. And that's what this kind of reminds me of.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it almost is kind of like a tribute to that.
Yeah. Or,
Yeah.
well,
And
basket
especially
case
with, I
too.
mean, huh?
Like with basket case too.
Oh well, of
Like
course.
that's
I mean,
I
that's
can
that's.
I think when was talking to her, the examples I used were basket case and it's alive.
Mhm.
Where those two it reminds me of more. It's like that
Sure.
kind of era,
Right.
and it's very fun and just interesting. It's a thing that I was saying I wanted to see more of soon,
Uh huh.
and he brought it, and I liked it.
He did,
Yeah, where it's not
and
very
that's probably going to be the
serious.
last time.
It's not a haunted house movie,
No.
and
No.
the projection that they came up with, that Forbes came up with, they're the one I just took those numbers for the $5 million opening weekend. Uh,
Yeah.
those Forbes estimated that the final would be around 75 million, which would still make it to where they've outdone they've made a profit basically. Um,
Sure.
and now they're at, I think it's at 139, so it's picking up steam.
Sure.
I think like opening weekends aren't going to be as big, and like I was gonna say, they really need to stop testing whether or not a movie is a success based on opening weekends.
Uh huh.
Although, like, statistically, that is when most of the people who want to see the movie are going to see the movie.
Yeah.
Like, that's how that works. But
Uh huh.
still, it's. Plus, you have to remember the movies that it's going up against right now. There's a lot of
Right.
stuff. Like, Candyman is still in theaters.
Right.
Uh, Shang-Chi is in theaters right now.
Right.
Like, the big Marvel movie.
Right. Plus, two, we just discussed it. It's during a pandemic,
Yeah,
and it's streaming for HBO Max. I mean,
yeah. And, like, that's gonna
it's
fuck
kind of like
over.
it's.
That's gonna fuck up
Oh
over
yeah.
your profit margins.
Oh, you better believe it is.
Yeah.
Man, it's shocking that it even has that much during a pandemic.
Oh, like, I mean, I know we'd hate to hear it, but I feel like as a society, we've at this point just decided, oh, we don't really give a fuck anymore. Like, just whatever.
That's the problem that we're in right now. Then.
Hmm. You know what? It like there was this thing in Florida where they were just like
Uh,
this dad brought his kid to the I think it was his kid to the emergency room because he needed an emergency appendectomy or something, and like they couldn't even get him in because the hospitals are so filled with COVID patients,
yeah.
and like this is I mean, yeah, it's an issue and it's sad that like it happened. But like this is a situation that we've done to ourselves. Like
Yeah.
this is our
Oh
fault.
yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
so like I'm at a point where I have trouble feeling bad for people who are
Of
like
course.
getting sick because
Right.
there's a vaccine and it's widely available
Hmm.
and it's free, so there isn't an excuse.
None.
No.
None at all. None.
And like it's sad because like some people are getting sick with the vaccine, but generally people who get the vaccine don't need to be hospitalized.
Exactly. That's why you get the vaccine.
Yes.
So you don't have to get hospitalized.
Yes.
I
You
mean, you may
can
get symptoms if you get the Delta variant.
yes, because the Delta variant is the vaccine is less effective against it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not going to end up in the hospital.
But it's not
You're
like
probably not going to die.
ineffective. It's not
Right.
ineffective against it.
Exactly.
It's just like slightly less. A majority of
Uh-huh.
the people who are getting sick are not vaccinated.
Exactly.
So
So get
go
the
get fucking
shots.
vaccinated.
Yes.
If you care about
Get
the
the
people
shots.
around you and the society you live in, you should probably get vaccinated.
I mean, that's what you do.
Yeah.
Why is that even a question?
Because
I mean,
idiot
honestly, why is that a question?
idiots decided to politicize it.
I mean, the health and politics do
A bunch of people don't believe in science.
well. I hate to say it, and those people they have a better chance of dying. Honestly, you have a better chance of dying.
Yeah, it's true.
It's 100% true.
If
You
you're
have a
if
better chance
you're
of
if you're
dying.
not if you're not vaccinated, statistically, you are more likely to get fatal cases. So
Uh huh. And it doesn't matter how healthy you are.
yeah,
It doesn't matter your age.
yeah,
You know, you may be a young, sprung 25-year-old man. That means nothing. Or a woman, or a child, or a teen. It doesn't matter.
I saw that like there are a lot of children in the hospital right now because of
Yes,
it.
big time.
Because
Especially now with the school opening.
Delta variant affects kids worse than
Yes.
the original variant. So
Yep.
anyway,
Because
go
it's
get
adapting.
vaccinated.
It's adapting to say, you know what, this population isn't vaccinated. It's adapting to that.
Yeah,
That's what they do. They have to have the that's why they have to have the vaccine. You know, you may have to have a booster shot
yeah.
because you know it's going to adapt to everything around you.
Hmm.
Just get the fucking vaccine. Care for your common man. You know what? You may not like your neighbor, but you don't want to see him die.
I mean, maybe you do. Who knows? You might be a really sick fuck.
But if they're a sick fuck, then they belong behind bars. I'm sorry.
Anyway, Malignant.
Or on watchdog.com. Sorry. Anyways,
Anyway, Malignant.
yeah. Hey, you know what? It's a sign of the times, man. It's
Yeah.
a malignant society. Sorry, but um, but I think it's a great movie. I love the transitions from when Maddie is just all of a sudden, let's say she's in bed,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden it's like two realities come in to one.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, I mean you really never see that in movies where it's like, oh, this you know, it's unique.
Well, James Wan is just a good director.
Yes, yes.
He just does it right.
He has very good thoughts.
Yeah.
And he isn't afraid to include these, different things. That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
Because I really never liked the Saw movies. I thought they were just grotesque ways of watching somebody die, and it's like, what is this?
I mean, he only directed the first one, I think, and I don't see
I know.
that one as much of like a torture porn film. Like, oh, Discord. Check. Mike.
Yes.
All right. Discord went down again.
What is it doing?
Oh, Discord occasionally just like whenever you're video chatting, it just kind of cuts out sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway. Oh. Oh no, we didn't freeze. Um. Anyway.
Anyways. Oh, we were talking about Saw. We were talking
Oh.
about James Wan
Um.
and him not afraid to use unique shit in his movies.
Oh, we are frozen.
Oh yeah, yep, we are.
Huh.
Sure.
Hmm. Let's see if changing the window capture works.
Okay.
Add a source. Add a source. Show me the thing. It's not in there. What the fuck?
Okay.
No, the page is open. It's just not reading it for some reason.
What a pile.
I don't I don't fucking know what's happening.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I just love how the audio is working, but the video is just kaput.
Well, since I removed the window capture, the video's not popping up.
Okay.
Fucking A.
I
Dude.
don't know. I have no idea about any of this type of shit.
Huh. There we go. Haha. Sorry, folks.
There we go.
Anyway, I don't see the first Saw movie as like a torture porny movie. Uh,
Oh, what?
torture porn.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see it that way. Um,
Okay.
because it's not really. It's not a particularly gory film.
No.
Uh,
No, I mean, Carrie cutting off his foot is kind of gross.
yeah, but like there's
The
gross
guy in
shit
the
in horror
razor
movies.
blades was kind of gross.
Yeah, but there's gross stuff in horror movies all the time before that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I never viewed that as much different. It's just
right.
I guess as a society we just decided that yeah, let's make it worse.
Hmm.
I would say that really started more with the second movie.
Yeah, yeah, you could say that.
But
Even though I think the first movie is not good at all.
oh, I kind of like the idea of it being more of a film noir. I thought that was fun.
I don't know. I just thought the acting in it was atrocious.
Danny Glover wasn't. It's not his best.
I mean, I like Danny Glover, but oh boy, oh boy, oh
Yeah,
my God.
yeah,
Yeah, with Benjamin Linus from Lost, and it's like, holy crap.
yeah. Carrie Elwes was all
But
right.
but yeah, yeah, he was good. And the guy who played, oh, what was his name? The guy in the bathtub.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Tobin Bell was good.
Yeah, Tobin Bell. He's always good.
Yeah, but this is a good movie.
Are we talking about Saw? Are we talking about Malignant again?
Malignant.
Oh, oh, we're back on Malignant. All
Yeah,
right.
we have to get back on track,
Hey,
man. Yeah, it was a very entertaining film.
yeah,
That I thought it went really well.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
we
So
should
she
probably talk.
starts.
Yeah, go on.
Are you going to talk about the start of the prison scene?
uh, Yeah, well, we can start there again. We can go there now.
Yeah, so I think it's that. Is it somebody pulls back her hair? Or is
Uh,
it she just gets really angry? What happens exactly?
I think someone hits her on the back of her head again.
Okay.
I think that happens, and then
Okay. Okay.
I think someone hits her on the back of the head, and then she, you know, she has her moment because we find out that the reason Gabriel is showing up is because when her husband hit her head against the wall,
Yep.
her head, uh, like the scar where Gabriel's face was closed up, was opened up, and Gabriel was able to come back out, and we get like
Yep.
this head on the back of her head.
I
It's
thought it was a really cool.
Yeah, it was a fun visual. And then like she's
Yep.
running around backwards with her arms like backwards and grabbing
Uh-huh.
people and throwing them around and
Yep. And I mean, really,
murders
really fucking them up.
murders everyone in the holding cell. Breaks out
Uh-huh.
of the. A cop comes in. She kills the cop.
Yep.
Gets out of the holding cell.
Yep. Then she
Yeah,
goes all fucking Bruce Lee on everybody.
she just goes fucking bananas on the world.
Yep.
She goes into. There's that place where she's in like the office for the cop office, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and she's just like fucking up every cop, and there are
Oh,
stray
yeah.
bullets everywhere, and she's just like
Yep.
straight up Bruce Leeing everyone.
It's
Uh,
fucking
our
awesome, dude.
our two main detectives are in the room, and one of them gets injured. They both get their shit rocked.
Yeah. And also their names are Detective Kakoa and then Detective
That's
Moss.
right.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
oh
Yeah, he gets a fucking chair thrown at him.
my god, yeah.
And I
Like,
mean, that was like from the whole station away. He's like, bloop.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Badass.
it like today when I was watching it, it reminded me of speaking. Earlier we were talking about our first video, which was the Invisible Man video
Mhm.
from 2020, and it reminded me of that scene in the Invisible Man where where like it's just a scene of gratuitous violence against a group of guards in a hallway.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
Except imagine that, but a whole police station.
Uh-huh. Yeah, literally a whole police station.
She just destroys everyone in the police station.
Yeah. I don't know if they die or they just like
Uh,
unconscious.
Quite a few of them were dead. 90% sure. There's a lot of blood and guts.
All right. Good.
Like I'm pretty sure quite a few of them were very dead.
Okay. All right.
The holding cell people, I'm not like all of them were dead,
Oh yeah, they
and then
they, they probably died.
a lot of the cops were pretty dead.
Okay. All right.
Because like a lot of them had guns and they were just fucking firing blindly into the goddamn wall behind her
Yeah.
to the
Yeah, that's
point
cool.
to the point where like the two detectives are like they're shooting at us.
Right. Oh, I love that scene. It's just so random.
It came out of nowhere and I loved every second of it.
I did too. I was like, oh, this
And
is
the
pretty
whole rest
fucking
of the movie is a
badass.
fucking rampage. Like
It is.
Archer style rampage where just like everyone just gets their shit rocked.
Right. That's fun.
Hey, go to the hospital where Serena is, and
Yep.
uh, there's this part where, like, oh, throughout the whole movie, Gabriel's been convincing her that, like, she's still in control, but it's by putting her into, like, a weird place in the mind. And then
Uh-huh.
Madison learns how to do that
Mm-hmm.
and does that to him. And then she like puts him in a jail, in a prison cell in her mind, and he's just like, you can't keep me in here forever. And then she's just like, yeah, but when you do get out, I'll be ready for you. Eh,
I love it.
yeah.
And it's simple.
Yeah, it was a pretty simple story.
Yeah.
I mean, it had its red herrings all at the beginning,
Sure.
but like once
Sure.
once we have enough information to kind of start to piece it together on our own, that's when it starts like giving us everything. So unless you're me and just like pick shit out really easily,
Uh-huh.
or you're just like, oh,
Yeah.
at least I guess. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like there have been several points now where we've been in movie night and I've called the end of the movie.
You have. You definitely have.
I think it's just because I've seen so many at this point, maybe,
You have.
that I can. Well, that and like the writing and reading lots of plays from like childhood, you know,
Right.
you know,
Yeah, you got a lot of experience.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I liked this movie a lot. It's good.
Yep. Yep. Give it
You
a watch.
should
Give it a
definitely
watch.
go see it. Go see it in a theater. I
If
bet
you, yeah.
the second half of the
Yeah, if you're
scene.
vaccinated, go see it in the
Yeah,
theater.
go get vaccinated and then go see it in a theater.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
I think that's all we have to say about this movie, probably.
Yep. Yeah, we covered all the highlights.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kakoa survives. Our detectives survive.
Yep.
There was a little scene though, like when she put Gabriel into like the lost part of her mind, where like they convince us for a second that they killed Sydney, who's her
Uh-huh.
adopted sister, and well, she's adopted. Sydney is
Right.
like
Right.
the yeah. Y'all know what I mean. But where they convince us that she killed her and Serena, but then
Right.
it's a fake out,
Uh-huh.
and I thought that was fun.
Yeah. It was cool.
I wasn't sure how I felt about it the first time, and then the second time I was like, all right, I
Yeah.
you know, that's fun.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
But yeah, I give this one a watch. I'll probably try and check this one out again.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Give it a watch, everybody. Get vaccinated and give it a watch.
Yeah. And if you don't want to get vaccinated, what's wrong with you? But like,
Yeah.
see it on HBO instead if you're not going to
Yeah,
get vaccinated.
please. Yep. Yep.
All
please.
right. Well, I think that's it for tonight. It's 1:30 in the morning. And I'd say that's about all the time we have.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's go raid someone before I forget.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Let's go to our stream
Oh,
manager.
son of a bitch. I just had somebody in mind to raid and they just signed off. Fuck.
Well, I have, I have, I never know how to say her name, but it's XXI Sarah. So,
Okay.
we could either do that or GP Hustler. GP Hustler is, playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And, he is on his, I think, 394th day streaming for the world
What?
record. Yeah, he's doing
Like,
the
continuously?
Yeah, he's been streaming for like months straight. Like even when he's asleep, he's streaming.
That's fucked up, dude.
He's a cool guy, and he like actually talks back with people a lot.
Oh, cool.
Like
By
he's
the
an
way, we are
interactive dude.
frozen.
Good. Fuck it.
Well, anyways, I'm Mike.
Uh, I'm John. We'll send you guys over to
Yeah,
Fortnite with Sarah. Uh,
I thought let's go with that guy.
you want to go with that guy?
Yeah,
Oh, all right. He's bigger than
I want to
Sarah
see who
is,
this.
but
I want to see who this guy is. That's wild.
all right. Um, but yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow and all that jazz.
Yep.
And
Yep.
you know, have a good night, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
What? Oh, well, I guess it will be around that time when this video comes
It
out
will
on
be.
YouTube. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving,
It
folks.
will be. Yeah.
Bye, everybody.